the trade, there's a place we all know, where stories spill like paint and the real talk flows. Baz and Sean bring the banter again, welcoming all to the Decorators Den. It's the life of a painter, the grit and the strain, the laughter, the learning, the pride and the pain, from pricing and burnout to jobs that go wrong. Every tale finds a rhythm, every struggle a song. New starters, old hands, voices mixing within, sharing truth like color in a freshly opened tin. They talk craft, talk care, talk the weight of the day, talk the mind and the mess, and the art in the trade. And when work feels heavy or you've hit your limit again, you'll find comfort and company in the Decorators Den. So raise your brushes and stories, let the chorus begin. You're never alone in the Decorators Den.
Still made up with that song, Sean. What you saying?
It's an absolute fucking
I
earworm,
still
innit?
love it. I'm still like buzzing off
Innit?
at me. Yeah,
I'm fucking buzzing every time I hear it. Like
yeah.
Christmas number
And
one.
I hope everyone that listens is singing to it. I hope
Yep.
you all know the words by now, and it's stuck in your. It's a proper earworm, innit? Do you not think?
That's what I mean. It's going to be one of these songs that, like, after you've listened to it or watched the podcast for so long, that you're just going to be naturally singing it, aren't you? Oh, you're not drinking out a carton this week either, too, which is a bonus.
Yeah. I've not been to the shop yet. This
Boy.
time. Right. Well. Anyway, welcome to the Decorators Den podcast with Baz and Sean. We are proudly sponsored by Nap and Bristle Decorating Supplies. Go and visit their website at www.napandbristle.co.uk.
And we're also powered by Trade Decorator. They're right in the middle of their 12 days of Christmas. There's been some amazing prizes already. So if you want to join in the competitions, go to www.trade-decorator.co.uk and join in. It's free entry, or get into your local brewer stores. I'm sure there's some way. I don't have brewers local to me, but I'm sure there's some way you can join by doing that.
Correct. Anyway, how's your week been?
All right. I've been at a kind of wee job. I took another day off this week. I went away Christmas shopping to Glasgow. I had a couple of bits and pieces, so I took Tuesday off, and I've been at a. I went and did some wallpapering for a mate, and then I had another wallpapering job that I had to do. But then I've got the whole living room to do out of this job, so it's been quite a. It's been a good wee job, like, and I'm back onto my kind of big project next week. I'd kind of put it back a wee touch because the carpet fitters were there and the electrician was there, and I thought,
carpet fitters.
well, I'm not gonna. Well, see, upstairs is finished, or 99.9% finished, but so they're carpeting all the bedrooms up the stairs and stuff, and I think they were putting some like Carandine flooring down in the bathrooms so that the bathrooms can be fitted, and they were meant to be there Monday, and I think they were meant to be finished like for Tuesday, so it was going to be, or they were meant to be finished doing stairing Tuesday, fitting their Carandine in the bathroom areas, and then they were going to be working upstairs from then on, so they wouldn't have been in my road. So basically, I got a message saying, "Oh, could I head off to Wednesday because they weren't going to be finished?" So I ended up just saying, "Oh, fuck it, I'm not going the rest of this week."
Yeah.
And I just fitted somebody else in instead, like, because I thought, well, I'd rather know going if there's carpet fitters and electricians, and I feel like if
everyone's getting in your way.
I know the people that are working there, and you can waste an hour or 2 hours a week just talking to people. I think like you can get
you can
get a lot more done if you're there yourself.
Yeah.
Eh?
You can get too distracted. You end up fucking
Aye.
because you don't like. You're stood there listening to him going, right, I need to go now, telling
Yep.
yourself, and then they're going, oh, and another thing, my granddad, he
Aye.
walked his pet fish, and do you know what
Yep.
happened? He ended up doing the long jump over the linkway, and he ended, it's like, I don't
And
really,
then you end up standing there going,
yeah,
as you're walking out the door.
yeah,
Eh?
and I,
So
keep,
what was
I do that a lot, me, I will go, yeah, right, I'm going to have to shoot, I haven't even got a watch on, but
Aye.
I'm gonna have to shoot off. But yeah, I'll catch you tomorrow anyway, won't I? Or I'll catch you day anyway.
Aye.
So
Or pretend your phone's wrong is a
yeah.
good one. Pretend your phone, like, go like that. Pick up your phone and just go, oh. But here's a pro tip:
So
always
when I
have your
use the phone, I just go 1 sec. Yeah, just 1 sec. I'm just leaving now, and then I'll be like, I'll phone you back. So I'll put the phone down
Yep.
and I go, right, I'm gonna have to shoot, and then
But always pretend that you're or always make sure your phone's on silent
yeah,
because
yeah.
you can't
My
do
phone's
that. And then,
always on silent
well,
anyway.
so is mine. But if you don't, then your phone might ring while it's at your ear,
Yeah,
and you look like right. Or here's a wee fuck it before I get into what you got up to this week. I remember years ago when you used to have button phones, like I don't know if
yeah. I'm
you'd
not
hear the
that
buttons.
young, Sean. Fucking
Aye,
hell.
I don't
Me
know if you're
6
thinking
years
about it.
between us.
Some of the audience might remember like phones like that. And I had a Samsung D500. If you're all enough, you'll remember the phones. And I could literally work it inside my pocket. And somebody came to my front door one time. It was a mate, like, and they were
Yeah.
standing talking to me, and I could not get rid of them.
And you
And they
text
kept
in your
telling,
pocket going, ring me.
no, I didn't.
No,
I
I used
actually
to do that.
in my pocket. I dialed my own house phone number because I was standing at my front door.
Yeah.
I dialed my own house phone number and phoned it, and then walked out. Then when my phone rang, I was like, "Oh, sorry, mate. I nearly named him there, but I was like, "Oh, sorry, mate. I'll hate to go." And shut the door, and it was really just me that was.
Yeah,
So
and
it looked like it hung.
so
It rung.
I was similar to you, so I could text in my pocket and that. So what I'd do is I'd get like a mate's number up or someone's number,
Yep.
just get it ready to text, and then I'd have my hand in my pocket ready. Just generally, I could
Aye.
be asked talking from the beginning, never mind fucking halfway through. So I'd just go ring me, and someone would ring me,
Yep.
and it'd be like, oh, hiya mate, yeah, right, I'm gonna shoot off, right, I'm going now. Yeah, mate, yeah, so, and then I'd just be like, yeah, I just couldn't be asked talking to whoever it was, so, yeah.
So what was your aim there? Sorry, I got really distracted there because Charlotte and Natalie came running fucking through the house like wildebeest. I thought like I don't know they've got a football training or something tonight. So Charlotte's got a football training. My wife doesn't need football training. But sorry, what was your aim week like? I
My
seen
week,
a colour drench on your
yeah, so I've done, 3/4 of a full house. I finally finished it. Been
yeah,
on it for the past 2 weeks.
on a black staircase.
No, do you know what it is? That dark blue, Hague blue.
I thought it
Farrow,
looked. I actually
it's a
thought it looked
Farrow
like a
and Ball
green in your
colour, but I
video.
got it mixed in B deck,
Right.
in matte, because they wanted matte, and I was just like, yeah, I'm not even gonna risk, because I was thinking I might get a durable matte and then put the what's
Smith
it
and
called?
Rogers.
The Smith and Roger rock top on.
Yep.
But because of time, I did it in the B deck.
So it's like their
Matte.
multi-surface paint.
Yeah.
Good.
Really good B deck.
Aye, I've never used it.
Have you not? You do quite a
No,
lot of
I've seen it.
outsides though, don't you?
I use Old Coat.
Oh dear. See, I like all coat as well. To be fair, I
It's-
think
it's-
all coat. My personal opinion, all coat is a bit more durable than B deck, but
Right.
B deck is great for everything. I mean, so's all coat, but B deck is great for everything. But yeah, so I used that on the staircase. you'll have seen the full bedroom being red apart from the skirting. Green living room, beigey colour, and then a pink feature wall, and then beigey colour hall, stairs and landing with dark Hague blue.
Aye.
Door frames, banister, and front door. I ended up doing because
With the blue.
the chat GPT GPT'd it. Say that, Sean. That is a fucking mouthful.
Chat GPT'd it.
Say the
The
chat
chat
GPT'd it.
You say the chat GPT'd it.
It just doesn't sound right though, does it, coming out your mouth? But yeah, so I did that.
I really liked the Hague blue then. If I thought it was black. Well, actually, when I looked at it, I thought it was like a dark green, like studio green when I seen it in your video. My living room wall is the Hague blue faro and ball colour. It's mixed into Ticarella.
Yeah.
And my bathroom upstairs is panelling's
It's a
Hague.
really nice blue, that,
It's a
innit?
studio green, so they are really nice colours.
Yeah.
But it looked really well. I
Yeah.
didn't know it was matte though in your
Yeah, it was matte. So if you look at it,
Aye.
it looks dead soft. There's literally no sheen to it at all.
Right.
And I think it wouldn't, like, it would have looked nice, but it wouldn't have looked as nice if they'd have chose like a gloss or something with a sheen. I think it just looks so nice with it being matte.
Aye.
And all the spindles had little fucking thingies in, so it just took ages. You know, all the grooves and shit, because they were like straight and then twisted. So it had footloads of grooves in it, mate, honest to God. Fucking took
That's why the sprayer's a game changer, man.
Well, that's what, do you know what? That's another reason I want to spray her for shit like that, but yeah, I've had a good week, got that completed. I'm currently on a job now where I charge like $250 for a bedroom because it's for her autistic son.
Right, that's fair enough.
And she works in like a disabled like play centre type thing. So I'm doing that. I just thought she had all the paint, so I thought I'm not losing nothing. I thought fuck it.
See, that's like, well, we did speak about that kind of thing before on the. I don't know if we spoke about it on the podcast, but it's definitely plans. But if this podcast ever becomes successful, that's what we kind of wanted to do with something, didn't we? Like to treat people like that and turn up, like me and Baz turn up together, paint I don't know, like Baz said, somebody with an
just little
autistic
things
son.
like it really does make a difference because I try and do it once a year. I aim for two, like big obviously I do it throughout the year, but like bigger projects, and then I lost what I was saying then.
Well, you're saying you try and do it twice a year. About the
it does make a difference because some people just don't have the money to fucking pay someone to do it.
And I also think like it's not just for them. I also think it's good for us because it's good for the soul. Like
it is.
It makes
does
you
feel good when you've done something good, doesn't
it? When you give somebody £100 off or you give away a freebie, it doesn't even need to be a big gesture.
Yeah, when you know that they're struggling and you do it off your own back and you think, yeah, I've done a good deed there, I've done my bit there.
Will I share with the audience what happened with my good deed this week?
Go on. I don't think you've posted it publicly, have you?
No, I haven't posted it publicly, and I also know I'm not going to...
Hang on, Sean. Breaking news.
Wait. I'm not going to name the company, by the way.
Yeah.
So don't slander a company, or I'm not telling it.
No. Breaking news. This is the Decorators Den news at whatever time it is when you're watching. Go ahead, Sean.
Well, this week I always tip my delivery driver. So I tip my postman, I tip my bin man, I tip DPD driver, and I tip the people
Bye-bye, driver.
And I tip my paint companies,
Supplier,
the people, the suppliers that deliver the paint. So my paint supplier came and I handed him 50
And it wasn't
quid.
Nap and Bristle.
No, it's not. No, it's not Nap in Bristol. He's too far up Scotland to deliver to me. No, my paint supplier came and he delivered me a tin of paint, and they always gone the extra mile for me. And so I handed him 50 quid, and I said to him, treat everybody in the
Office.
like the office kind of thing to lunch. There's only 3, maybe 4 of them working there. Treat everybody to lunch, and keep whatever's left for yourself. So he went away on this was a couple of days ago. It was Monday. And on the Tuesday I got a message, or what day is it today? It's Thursday the day, innit? No, I got a message this morning for the manager saying, well, no,
Thursday,
sorry,
it's Friday today, Sean.
Friday. My fucking days are all confused. So anyway, the following days after it, I got a message for the manager of the branch saying, thanks very much for your 20 quid. And I gave the drivers a tenner each, right? So bear in mind I gave them 50 quid, right? So I just messaged back saying you're welcome, but I thought to myself, cheeky bastard, fucking pocketed 30 quid and then went back in and said to the manager or said to whoever, we got Sean Little gave us a 20 quid tip. So, and then out of the goodness of her heart, she split it between the 2 drivers. Like one driver covers this area and the other driver covers the other side of Dumfries and Galloway or whatever, right? So of course I never thought anything more about it. Then I got a phone call for the company and she said, did you actually give the driver 50 quid? Well, I was total dumbstruck because I'd already told Baz what had happened and a couple of other people what had happened in a group chat. So I was like, I did give him 50 quid, but how do you know? Because I straight away went to like somebody from my group chat has phoned the company and dobbed the driver in, right?
Yeah.
So here what had happened was he had walked in and gave the 20 quid and she had then split it to a tenner each, right, and gave him a tenner each. That one delivery driver went to the second delivery driver and owned up to it. He basically said, oh listen, I actually got 50 quid, here's another £15. So they had 25 quid each, right? But the second delivery driver, who was obviously knew nothing about it, he felt that guilty that he went back to the manager and said, well listen, I can't keep it under wraps, like, but he said he actually got 50 quid and wanted to give the money back. So the manager was obviously livid with him, like, because it's like dishonesty, innit?
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like, I don't know where you start, especially this time of year, Ken.
Yeah, no.
So I mean, I wasn't getting any grass on him. I thought, like, I would have maybe brought it up to the delivery driver when the next time he was bringing my paint, like, but like, I'm no a Clive, Ken. I'm no a snitches get stitches, in my opinion, like. So I thought, but how fucking what a way to lose your trust, innit?
I was laughing. Do you know what? I was laughing for a good 20 minutes before because it was like happening live. Like you'd mentioned it, and then you went quiet for a bit, and then you was like, "Hey, someone's fucking," and I was like, "Oh fucking hell, it's all happening."
There's so much drama, by the way.
Suddenly the manager knows the truth, and I was like, "Oh, what's going on?"
And I bet he's fucking panicking. He's going to lose his job.
Especially this time of year. Oh, you don't want to be losing it then.
Oh, see that spinning decorators down there? Did you see that new feature? Get a wee spin for his class.
Woo!
Oh, cool! I like it. And so God knows I ain't heard anything more about it. I'll maybe try and get in touch maybe next week, and then next week's episode, I'll hear what's happened about it. You might see, by the way, folks, that we haven't got a guest again this week. So basically, our guest that we're meant to have on the last week when we had the technical issues is this week got the flu. So basically the flu...
Just having no luck with him at all.
No, the flu is... And I think he's was actually the 13th episode, wasn't it? So unlucky 13 is totally hitting us. But
and that's Sean's lucky number.
It is my lucky number. The flu is wild up and down the country now, I think.
Well,
Natalie was up at accident emergency with something like last week, And she said, like, literally, the hospital was full of flu
Yeah.
patients. They were wanting to get you in and get you out straight
Yeah,
away in
well,
case you caught it. Like,
my customer last week, they had the flu.
Yep.
They ended up in the hospital as well. They were just
aye,
like,
brutal in it.
we can't find what's actually wrong with you. There's nothing. She was just like explaining everything and blah blah. Because she's pregnant as well,
Right.
so she was obviously panicking. But yeah, like my lad's been sent home from school today because he's not well. So
Big.
just before Christmas, just what you need.
And I
Anyway,
think,
Sean,
like,
back to my week.
aye,
Right?
sorry.
So do you remember last week I said my washer broke?
Yep.
So last night, cause I haven't been washing my rollers, cause I've got that many brushing, I've got that many rollers, I've just been using fresh ones, and all them ones have just been fucking stuck in the van, all bagged
Aye.
up. For last night I thought, right, I'm going to have to before they start going hard and start fucking... So, stuck them all in the bath, put the brushes in the sink, filled it up, whatever, washing them out. I got to showering them off because they're all clean and that. I thought, shower them all off. Put the shower head on the edge of the bath with the head facing in the bath.
Yep.
Fucking woke up this morning. She's tried to turn the light on. Lights won't turn on. And she's like, Baz, the lights aren't turning on. And I was like, fuck's sake. So obviously I get up. She comes running back in. The fucking bathroom's flooded. The started kicking off. I come down. Literally, I wish I could show you now, but this room, the wall
Yep.
it's dried out now, like, but fucking soaking wet. The kitchen, flooded. Ceiling, I'll take a picture and send it you, Sean. The
Fucking
ceiling
hell.
is absolutely orange, like there's barely any white left. It's all orange. It was absolutely smashing it down as if it was rain this morning.
Right. Fucking hell.
And luckily, the water was a bug's dick away from the computer.
Right. Fuck's sake.
Yeah, exactly. So all the like plugs and stuff and the sockets, they were all working, but all the lights and the switches and shit.
Had tripped.
Yeah.
Aye.
Well, I couldn't even turn it. I couldn't even turn them on because obviously
Aye,
it
there
was
was
still fucking
still
wet.
water.
It was still
Still
fucking,
water in them. Yep.
So luckily we've got lights again. Otherwise, this could have been a completely different episode.
Or you could have been doing it via candlelight.
Yeah, innit? Could have done with that for Halloween.
Also had a disaster this morning, actually, believe it or
go
not,
on.
just while you refresh my memory. So I had got a tub of wall rock last week, the adhesive paste, and people can get back and watch the nightmare episode I had a few years ago with my car with the wall rock, with the wallpaper paste, and you'd think I would learn. So I'd used about maybe that much out of the whole tub because I only put on some lining paper down the bottom half of the walls, and I was going to use it to put the finished wallpaper on, like size the wall and then finish it, because wall rock goes off quite fast.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah. And I thought, it's good paste, I'll just use it for putting the finished paper on as well, right? But yesterday when I'd left the job, I think I vaguely remember moving it up on top of the toolbox and then to get into something, and then I must have just shut the door and forgot to lift it back down, right? So I've drove home last night, or yesterday after work. I think I finished about 3 o'clock. Drove home yesterday, parked the van outside my house, and then came in the house, and then drove back to work this morning. I hadn't been back in the van, right? Got to the job this morning, opened the sliding door and went to get the paste. I had everything else set up, but I thought I'll size the wall first before I start painting. Whole tub of wall rock on its arse, lid off it, our my Marcus extractor underneath the tub that I keep my dust sheets in. Lucky enough, I've got a carpet in the bottom of my van, so it's not actually onto the van. So what I had to do was get my biggest filling knives, scoop it up onto the filling knife, and scoop it all back into the tub. But you imagine the amount of filler, caulk, fucking dust, shit, all the shit that's gathered up in that carpet. So I was like, it's fucked. I can't use it. Yeah. So I managed to find a pair of tights in my van, like for searching paint. I had the odd pair, but you know the bit of the tights up before your waist. Paint. I for the paste, really for armed robbery, like. But no, so if you imagine a pair of tights, you know how you've got the bit for your waist, like your
Yeah,
body
yeah.
organ in it,
Your
and then you get the.
waistband. Yeah, yeah.
Well, I'd already cut the leg holes out it, so I had to make 2 knots at the legs, and it went over a big. I always keep a couple of old Jip Rock buckets in my van in case I need water, and managed to search all the paste out until it was nice and clean again. But what a fucking disaster!
Yeah.
So
Fucking
as
hell.
well as my
You're
drive,
lucky it was paste and not paint, though,
I
mate.
know.
Because I've done
Um,
that. Fuck me.
so there was that's between my driver stealing the money and causing drama, and dealing with this wallpaper paste. It was like fucking what a start to Friday. Honestly, I could have shut my van door and went back home this morning. Like, no,
Yeah,
that.
innit? Yeah. Do you know what? So this job that I've been on today, I was in work, and I was going, I wonder if she's tried to put them lights on yet. I wonder if she's tried to put them lights on. And it was just running through my head all day. I wonder if
Yep.
she's tried doing that. If she tries putting them lights on, oh fucking hell, he's gonna. It was just fucking running through my head like there's no tomorrow. Yeah, it's been a weird Friday today. Honest to God, it's been a proper weird one.
And by the way, disclaimer for Baz. By the way, just to always use his bath. Do you want to explain what happened? Why you were cleaning your rollers out in the bath?
What do you mean? What happened?
Well, your wash machine had fucked up. Did it not?
We've said that.
Oh, we said that last week, of course, didn't we?
No, I told you just. I said, do you remember last week when I told you my washer broke?
I don't think you said it in the.
I did.
Did you? Oh well, sorry,
Right.
sorry. I'm
If you're listening,
half listening.
rewind it about 5
Half
minutes, 10
listening.
minutes.
Everybody's going to
He
fact
just doesn't
check me,
listen.
like. I don't. It's just been the end of the
Yeah,
Fridays.
I started that conversation with. Do you remember last week my washer broke? You went aye.
Sorry.
So I said right. Well, I had to then wash. I washed my rollers in the bath and da. Yeah. Fucking
well.
hell, Sean. You just
I
don't
sit-
fucking listen.
I sit
Do you know
corrected.
what?
So obviously, because we're
You're getting the fucking sack if you carry on.
I know it'll be the decorator then.
It'll just be the
Just
den.
just you sitting on one side and nobody sitting there where I used to be.
Yeah.
So because we only got a guest this week, and obviously there was bits of planning getting into asking questions for the guest. I thought we'd maybe look at some of the. Well, I've got a question for one of the posts that I'd put up, and I thought, well, I've actually got a couple, but Aaron Macaulay, he says, I'm new to the business side, so more on how you got set up would be great for me personally. So, but setting up your own businesses. So, do you want to
Yeah. So
talk
for
about
me, it kind of fell into place because obviously when I was working for a company, I was doing my own jobs anyway. So I was building up my reputation there. Before I'd left, I already had about 3 or 4 months worth of work booked in. But social media helped me a lot.
Yep.
If you just keep if you keep posting little video, it doesn't even have to be like what you'd post on TikTok, just before and afters, so people can see on, like, say, your Facebook. Or Facebook was quite a big help for me, actually. Before and afters on your Facebook. Every time you do a job, ask your customer to leave a little review. And what else? Don't rush into getting a van if you haven't already got one. Because I started from my car. Don't think, oh, I've got some money here, I can just go and buy it. Just work from your car if you need to. Fucking, what you'll find is I'd say your first 2 years mainly. This time of year is very quiet. I don't know if you was the same when you first set up, but your first 2 years on your own is quiet at Christmas time. And obviously, work does come through, but don't be sat at home worrying, because I used to do that quite a lot when I first set up.
Aye. I think what makes you successful though.
Yeah, you just sat at home going, oh, I need a job, I need to get a job in, I need to do this, and
See,
it's easier said than done, but honestly, work will trickle in as you need it.
So I was a wee bit different. So I finished from my old company, like I explained before about the Portaloo. Remember I tell that
Yeah,
story?
yeah, yeah.
And I literally never had a single work. I done private work like jobbing or
Yeah, yeah.
buckshy or what you want to call it, homers, some parts of the country. What do you call it when you're what's it, a homer?
Foreigners.
Foreigners, that's what they're is
Yeah.
it? You taking the piss?
No, no, it's foreigners. Yeah.
So if you're working out
Because
with your own
you've
work,
got your main job and then you've got your foreign jobs.
foreigners, right? A lot of people in Scotland call them homers,
Yeah,
but for
yeah.
some
I've heard it.
reason in southwest Scotland it's buckshee.
All right.
You ever heard that? No.
No. But
So no,
she.
well, that's what it is. There's what you think about. Let us know in the
But she.
comments. Eh?
But she.
Buck,
Buck.
buckshee.
Buck she.
I don't know why, if I'm honest, but let us know in the comments if you've got any new like different names to
Yeah,
homers,
yeah.
foreigners, buckshee, whatever. So basically, I had left my company, or I had put my notice in to leave my company, and I would be leaving it in 2 weeks. Well, the night that I put my notice in, I went home and I set up, like Baz said, social media was very important for me too. So I set up a Facebook business page, and I literally was honest on it. I said I was qualified professional decorator,
Yeah.
and I've finally made the jump, and I'm going to be starting on my own. And if anybody's any decorating work needing done, just give me a message.
Yeah.
And between then, say I set it up on the Friday, by 3 days, I think I'd got about 14 jobs to go and look at.
Yeah.
So I spent my Saturday the following week. This would be a week before I actually finished, going round and pricing some of the jobs.
Yeah. Well, I've got a
And going round
question.
and
I've got a
what's
question
that?
for you, Sean, because I'm I'm about to say something, but I just want your opinion quick. What's your opinion on like My Builder and shit like that?
See, I don't. Yes, I've never struggled for work, so
See,
I've never used any
I went
paid.
I went to use it to test it out a couple of years ago, and it was a pile of shit.
Right.
So I had work booked in, but I wanted extra, some like extra jobs.
Aye.
Like, I had the time then, and yeah, I thought, oh, I'll try My Builder. So honestly, like, waste of time. Don't bother wasting your money. Facebook ads. So if you've got any posts before and afters, videos, whatever, on your Facebook, you can pay for ads for your local
Aye,
area.
but again, it's pushing. I don't think it pushes it to the right people. Like promoting your videos, people might have a different thing about it, but it's pushing it to the wrong people. I think honesty in your Facebook posts,
Yeah.
posting regular.
Also, share to your local groups.
I was going to say that post to your local like buy, sell, swap pages and stuff.
if you're
Aye.
struggling in that, post to every
But no,
group
I
you
never
can
had
think
any.
of.
Like you're saying about quiet winter months, I don't have quiet times at
Yeah,
all. Really.
I don't. It was my first year. I did. My second year wasn't quiet because I was doing a lot of landlord jobs then.
Right.
But yeah, my first year, I had. I think I started in around April. I had from April to I'd say October, and then it was quiet then from October. I had plenty of work, obviously, to get me by.
Yep.
But there wasn't any like new leads. It was kind of just people who had already previously messaged.
Right.
Got a dry throat.
I think it's a type of area that I'm in. Like I'm obviously a very rural area, but a lot of my work comes from people that sell big houses down in England or the North England,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
you can sell a house for say £1 million in London, a 1 bedroom flat, sorry, for £1 million in London, and you can buy a 6 bedroom
See,
man
round
up
here,
here.
it's a bit of a competition. and like some other areas are going to be the same. Like big city areas, like where it's not
Are you
it's not rural at all, and there's
competing
like
with other decorators and stuff?
and there's like 200 other fucking decorators.
Yep.
Only fucking about 70 of them are actually decorators. The others are just people who have had a little dab hand at it and gone, oh, I've done my Auntie Sheila's house. I'll go and
You
I'll
get
go
that
and
in this area too. There is quite a lot of decorators doing this neck of the woods too, but I feel like there's enough to go around. I talk
yeah.
to
I think
most of the decorators.
yeah, I think once you've got your reputation out there, it's not competition at all
Yep.
because people just
And,
find you.
and just like I find regular posts on Facebook too would help, and also checking grammar checking, capital letter
Yeah,
checking.
yeah,
Make sure. Although, like I said last week, my um, grammar and stuff like that isn't the best. Get Chat GPT or get your wife or get somebody who is a bit better checking like your wording and stuff to proofread it before posting it out. I see so many posts going out locally and
Do you know
further
what
afield.
pisses me off?
There and there
I
and
tell you what pisses me off, Sean, when people are saying looking for recommendations for decorators, and then you get these decorators tagging themselves. It's like, well, obviously
oh,
you're gonna recommend yourself, you fucking prick.
or
Like,
somebody will say it'll be like looking for recommendations or for decorators, and then it's like John Smith decorating, but the person that's tagged John
yeah,
Smith decorating is called
is
Margaret Smith.
yeah, and it's like that.
So
It's clearly your fucking mum or your
our
fucking
family, aye,
yeah,
exactly. They're like it's so thing. So I actually prefer. See, that's why I quite like it because on my fucking Facebook groups, quite often it'll be like I'm tagged maybe 10 times, and then other decorators will be tagged 2 or 3 times. Like
yeah,
normally I'm too busy going, and I'm no the best. In the area, there's loads of good decorators in my area.
yeah,
By the way, I'm
yeah,
no sitting here saying I'm the best about it because that would be a fucking bold-faced lie. Like,
yeah,
but there's loads of decent decorators in this area. There's also loads of shit decorators in this
yeah,
area. By the way, so.
yeah. I think that's the same everywhere, though, innit? Fucking
Aye, pie peanuts get monkeys.
correct, my friend.
And another question we had, it was actually to you on Instagram, Baz. It was for MS decorating, and it was you being you be able to give me some advice. How would you go about pricing this papering job? A joiner I know has other painters in, but they aren't confident in paper in this area. And nipped in to have a look yesterday. They've
So
also provided
basically,
photos.
with that, the photos he sent me.
Wait, wait a second here. They said, yeah, I would normally charge X amount about day. It's I would normally charge about. Sorry, his writing's not the best. Talking about grammar. About 180, 200 a day. Yeah, that's what I thought process was with the awkward angles. It's a pace to wall, which is great. And yeah, it's confident, whatever. Right, sorry, what you got to say?
Yeah, so
What was up?
basically, what I said to him was with that specific job. So all it was you have like a door arch.
Yep,
They had the door arch, but they had a trim around it.
right.
And then it was just like a little, It's not a hallway. It's like a wide hallway, but small. Do you know what I mean? What they called? As you walk
Vestibule,
through the door, and then you
front porch,
like a
put room.
front porch, but it was like a porch, but yeah, it was actually part of the house. And it had like a few like awkward angles, so you'd get an external wall, and then right next to it there'd be like, I don't know, 5-inch gap, like not that big, and then
Right.
another external wall. So there was like just so many awkward angles, and I just said what I'd do is, if you're confident to actually paper it, just add an extra 2 days on, to your job, so then you're not trying to rush the job and you fuck it up.
Yep.
And I said to him, for example, if you're charging 150 a day or 180 a day, I can't remember the exact number I said to him, if you're charging 180 a day, just charge an extra 2 days. So add that extra whatever on. And if you need any more advice regarding how to cut the angles and stuff, give us a message, but he never.
Right.
So basically, what he'll need to do is do quite a bit of splicing. I don't know what paper he was hanging. I don't know whether it was patterned or whether it was quite a plain paper that'd be easy to splice, or so I don't know what actually.
It's a bonus. It's paced the wall at least.
Well, yeah, that's a massive help.
And do you want to, for any novices or younger decorators out there, do you want to explain the term splicing?
So your splicing is, so the best way for me to explain it would be if, for example, you come short of the wall.
So a bit of paper.
Yeah. So if you come short of the wall, you can get that end piece of the paper that you're short with, get a new roll, overlap it, match the pattern. So like what Sean's doing there, you'll match the pattern onto it like that, and then if you see keep it there a sec. If you see the pattern where that line is, where the paper is, if the pattern matches there.
And speak into your mic.
If the pattern matches where you see the shadow, where the paper is behind, you'll slice down there. Make sure it matches perfectly, otherwise it's going to look absolutely horrendous, and you will notice it. Cut it. You'll take the front of the top piece. You'll lift it. Take the bottom of the piece behind.
Yep, and then you'll draw. So you'll hear. Fold that.
See, it's hard without. I should have actually got some paper so I could show you. Tell you what, we should do a little video. But yeah, so by the time you've took the top layer, you've took the top piece off. The bottom layer, you've took the bottom piece off. You'll stick that top piece back on, and it should look like it should. You shouldn't be able to tell you've even cut it at all.
Have you ever heard the term serpentine cut?
No.
So a serpentine cut, basically, so they reckon that the human eye is more likely to notice a straight line,
A straight line. So they do the.
That's what it's called. That's what
I didn't know that's what it was called, so you learned something new.
Basically, when you're making your splice, say for example, your papers are clouds. Clouds is a good example. So like Baz says, you have clouds here, and you have exact same bit, so you overlap them like that.
Yeah.
And basically, you do so if you do your serpentine cut, you cut with your knife like that.
Yeah.
So that when you peel off the bit for the back that you don't need and the bit for the front you don't need, and then you've got these two bits of paper that you've cut, when you stick them back together, because it's got this squiggly line, that when the human eye is looking at it, they're less likely to notice the join because you've squiggled your cut.
Do you use that?
I even do it with lining paper. Because you see something nice.
I've always done it straight. I've never had any problems, but
it depends on the pattern, the Baz.
I have thought about doing it because there was a couple of times where I've thought, do you know what, it might be better trying that. But then I shit out and I'm like, if I fuck that up, it's fucking. So,
well, actually,
I have seen people do it.
The only thing I would say about when you're doing it is keep your knife really short, because see how last week you were saying about your Maverick knife being long and kind of having a mind of its own, it kind of squiggled itself. See if you keep your knife quite short, so that when you're cutting it, you're cutting the paper at the same angle. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
So it can be a really clever way of disguising, because our decorators, our wallpaper hangers, we use all these techniques.
Tell a lie, I've actually done it once, and it was. It was like a concrete style wallpaper.
Right.
You know, where it's got like and I did it with that.
And you never noticed it?
Never know, you couldn't tell. But
it
like
depends on
stuff like patterned paper, I shit out every time. I'm thinking, oh, it'll probably be better to cut it like that, but I always shit out.
Didn't get me wrong. See if it's maybe like say for example, it's a paper with a flower on it.
Yeah,
Sometimes, unless it's got like a nice straight geometric shape, sometimes I just make a splice like that.
Yeah.
But see, sometimes I'll actually maybe go round like the leaves on a flower.
yeah.
Because I think myself, like if you
It
do
gives you the
fuck it up,
outline on it, and you. Yeah.
well, exactly. You can just show like where the flower is, Ken.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
it can be
Um,
quite handy. Like, so I hate
have you
how
ever
they
done
fix.
just patching?
What just you've got to fix one bit of wallpaper.
Yeah, so there'd be like a big rectangle that you just need to rematch.
I never think it goes as well.
Yeah.
I even think if you're wallpaper in a room, you can't even finish mid wall. You
Yeah.
hate to finish a whole. If you've not got enough paper, I don't think you should start a full wall. Like,
Yeah. No, so basically, I've
co-
done it where the customer is, I don't know, grandkid. Not he was disabled. He was an adult, but his
Yep.
adult. Can't say grandchild. He's an adult.
I like.
But he's disabled, and he ripped this big piece of paper off, but they only had like a fucking
A meter.
a meter long,
Yep.
for example. Not even that. And he said, "Can you just fix that area?" So I just obviously did. I think it did a piece about that big.
Yep.
Obviously the full width of the paper, but and you couldn't notice it at all once I'd done it, and it had been done like years before I'd done that patch.
Right. That's quite good then, isn't it? Because
So yeah, I've done that before, which
you ever
again,
used
like
the-
you were saying then, though, you wouldn't just do that. You wouldn't just do like a patch job. You just do the full piece. Do you know what I mean? You just
Aye. You ever used the bubble syringe? Axis bubble syringe?
do you know what? I don't know who I saw. I saw it
Me?
today. Was it you?
No,
Oh,
it
I
wasn't
saw
me.
it today.
No, I used it. See, I had a wallpaper job that I had to fix that somebody else had done. Like,
Yeah.
it was done years before. It wasn't like they called me in to fix somebody else's
Yeah,
work.
yeah.
I also had a job, like, it saved me one time because I done a really nice wallpaper for a really good customer, and a bubble had appeared in it, and I hadn't noticed, and I went away home thinking, oh, I took my picture, so it looks lovely. Went away, and the lady messaged me, and she was like, "There's a bubble in the wallpaper." I was like, "Oh shit!" So when it rubbed, because normally if it's a bubble and it's near the edge, well, sometimes they dry out,
Yeah, sometimes, yeah.
and sometimes you can get in the next day and you could even maybe like squeeze the bubble out from underneath the paper, right? So I went in, and I'm not joking, Baz, the bubble was like right in the middle of this wallpaper.
Was
And I'm
it?
like, I'm not even attempting to squeeze that out. So
Yeah, innit?
I thought, I'm going to get this. I've got a wallpaper syringe, and I keep it in the van, right? And what you do is you suck wallpaper paste, obviously, into it, and it's a proper syringe. So and you push it into the wall, and you squirt paste into the wall, right?
Yeah.
Fill it up with paste, and in theory, what should happen is the syringe, the paste dries and it sucks the paper in. And see, when I squirted it in and filled it up with paste, and I kind of tried to work it around inside the bubble a bit, I was like, that is never gonna fucking work.
Yeah.
And I went back the next day, and it fucking did.
So what do you do? Do you obviously smooth it back out and the excess paste comes out, or what?
No, I just squirted wallpaper paste into the bubble, into the air bubble, worked it around inside the wall, and it dried itself back into the wall. I don't know I don't know what had happened with the bubble, whether it was like
It probably just dried quicker than the rest of the paper, like.
it was a front porch, so I reckon it
Alright,
maybe had dried out too fast or
Yeah,
something.
yeah.
Like so.
There's probably an area there where it fucking obviously gets
I don't know.
more absorbent, or
Because normally what I do is I check, like after I'm finished wallpapering, like rubbing, before I finish a wallpapering job,
you rub
rub
one
it
out.
over with a sponge or with a cloth, because I think you feel all the
Yeah, you do.
only
Yeah, yeah.
only wee bits if you're thinking. And I mean sometimes the job that I did on Monday, when my mate got home from his work at 3 o'clock, I messaged him to say, "How's the wallpaper? Did it all dry out?" And he said, "Oh, I've just put the heating on." And then he sent me a video straight away saying, "Is this normal?" And it was bubbly. And I looked at it and thought, "Oh, that's just paste. It's going to dry out." Sometimes how you can run your fingers
Yeah,
across
yeah.
it. Well, obviously I couldn't because I wasn't there, but I was like, "Don't touch it till the morning. Let me know if it dries out." So of course,
Yeah.
next morning, 6:30 in the morning, my mate works for like a metal shed erecting company. I messaged him because he's always an early riser. I
So
messaged him and said,
he's
"How's
good
the
at
wallpaper?"
erections, is he?
I'm good at erections. And he went away. He said, "Oh mate, I'm away to work early this morning, so I didn't even get a chance to look." So of course I'm sweating in this all day, thinking
Yeah.
that was the day I was away at Glasgow. In fact, so I'm thinking to myself, "Well,
Oh,
hopefully it dried out all
fucking
right."
hell.
But
Yeah,
I was quite confident it would have done right. But I thought if it hasn't, then it'd be maybe another job for the wallpaper
yeah.
syringe, right? But then he messaged when he get home that day at 3 o'clock saying, "Oh, it looks fucking brilliant," and my son's delighted with it. So
Yeah.
you just need to be confident sometimes, eh?
Yeah, and I think you're confident in what you've just done, but when a customer picks something out, you start thinking, "Oh shit, did I do?" You start questioning, "Oh, did I do this? Or did I do?" And then, like you say, when they go, "Oh, actually, no, it's all right now," you go,
Aye,
"Thank fuck, yeah." And I knew it would have been, but you've made me doubt myself, like.
aye. Oh, well, I might have told the story before about the big farmhouse with the lining paper drops, and we put them on, and they were bubbly as fuck, like terribly, like bubbles everywhere. And I said to Scott
Call
that
me
was working.
Bubbles, darling. Everybody
I
does.
was like, said to Scott that was working with, because it was a massive 3-story farmhouse. I was like, "Mate, I'm not putting any more lining paper on here the day to make sure they're going to dry out okay." So
Yeah.
I went home that day like early, and I was fucking lying in my bed, tossing and turning, couldn't sleep, thinking about that wallpaper. Like, "Oh, I'm
Yeah.
going to get in tomorrow. I'm going to strip it back off. I'm going to guard the wall and size the wall again."
Yeah.
Went in the next morning, it was absolutely fine. So all that worrying was for fucking nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, so sometimes you just take to be confident and just think it'll dry you. That's what it's meant, especially a lining paper. Eh?
Yeah, innit? Lining paper, I think because it's so plain, it just fucking as it. I think as it's drying, obviously you start seeing little bubbles and stuff like that,
Aye.
and then obviously you're gone. You're at home, and then it's when the
Yep.
customer then goes, "Oh, there's bubbles in this." You start thinking, "Oh shit," because you
Aye.
don't know what they're on about. You're thinking, is it because it's drying? Is it because it? Do you know what I mean? You don't know.
Yep.
But you've checked it before you've gone home, and it was perfectly fine.
Aye.
And you're like, "Oh fucking hell!" But I think a lot of the time, like we were just saying, then you've just got to be confident that you've done it right, because you
Yep.
will fucking sit at home panicking. You will start fucking, and you'll end up.
Well, my grandfather or he would say that with lining paper, say for example you've got lining paper on your wall and you're just painting it, you're going to be painting it. So when you paint lining paper, it bubbles up
Yeah,
and it dries back, right? It dries into the wall.
yeah,
My grandfather would say, if it's a bubble before you stick wallpaper, it'll always be a bubble. It'll never dry
yeah,
back, right? But see if you paint over the top of lining paper and it bubbles up in a few places when it's wet,
yeah,
they always will dry back, and it's so
yeah, innit?
fucking true. It is
Yeah.
such a true thing.
Well,
Like,
I actually had a situation like that where the customer was trying to not pay me because it must have been about 3 little bubbles, nothing major. They were just
yep,
obviously I'd just painted them. Obviously they were wet. Trying not to pay me because there were bubbles and it's not been done right, giving me all this shit. And I said, just message me in the morning, let me know how it is.
got a message in the
How
morning
do
saying
you
you've
how
been
do you
paid.
think that message went, Sean?
Your message in the morning went, "That's your money in, Baz. Everything dried out fine."
Exactly.
Aye,
Exactly that. But yeah, it's
aye.
like we know what we're talking. We're not just trying to scam you. We actually do know what we're
No.
talking about. Like,
And plus, there's another thing about customers, by the way. And I get it, like, by the way, but we do know what we're talking about. But see, at the end of the day, It's fucking paper and paint. We can fix
Yeah.
anything.
Yeah,
I
innit?
mean, it's
Yeah,
not
it's
like
not rocket science.
we've no put a kitchen in your house wrong.
Yeah.
We've
We
no
have to knock
installed
it. We have to knock the whole wall down now just to
it.
reline it.
We've no installed a bathroom for you wrong. I mean, it's straight for it. It's paint a different colour, fill in a couple of
Yeah.
holes. It's no fucking the end of the earth, Ken. It's
Yeah.
just some customers just get stuck in their own
Do
heads.
you know what I think it is? Because once they notice it, they're staring at it all night. They're going,
Aye.
oh.
Especially when it's like maybe a new build or something, and they've got
Oh
nothing
yeah,
else to look at.
especially
They've
the
got
new
no
builds, and they've
carpets,
got
and they've
fuck
got
all else to look at.
no carpets, no furniture, no nothing. They're just looking at your walls at
Yeah.
24/7.
Yeah, completely agree.
Okay, let's do a very quick versus. I was thinking this week I've got quite a good versus for you, Baz.
Go on.
Scuff-X versus Aquaguard.
So, I've never used Scuff-X, but I am a big fan of
Okay,
Aquaguard.
that's end of this week's versus. Actually, normally.
Go on.
So no,
Have you used it?
I've used it.
I was just sat here expecting you to go. I've used Scuff-X,
Yeah, well, I've used Scuff-X,
and you were just sat there going, "Yeah, that's the
however,
end."
I think the Scuff-X, my only issue is Scuff-X is a brilliant.
Good boy.
Scuff-X is a brilliant product. However, I think the only thing that I don't like about it is the tin sizes.
The Scuff-X.
The American gallon.
Oh, are there?
Aye, so they're,
I'm
they're
guessing your
3.5 litre.
litre. Yeah, I was just gonna say. I'm guessing your 2.5 litre isn't 2.5 litre.
No, the big tins are 3.5 litre.
All right, fucking hell.
It's an American gallon or whatever it is, or 3.7 litre, whatever. I don't know
Yeah,
what an American
whatever
gallon
it
is.
works out as.
So that really annoys me because if I'm pricing up jobs, I know how far 2.5 litre of satin
Yeah, innit.
is going to go. So I prefer the Aquaguard, to be honest. I will say the Aquaguard performs like an oil-based
So
paint.
what you saying about the Scuff-X, by the way? Is it actually good stuff, or
Ah, it's good. It's good. It's good
is it
stuff. Aye.
overpriced? I've never actually
It's
used it.
it's overpriced for the simple reason of the size of tin. So
Yeah.
if you can get 5 litre Aquaguard for the same price, and in my opinion, it's every bit as good.
Yeah.
The
See-
Aquaguard, which I use more often, obviously, it's really durable. Obviously, they actually do outside versions of it as well now, but it performs like an oil-based paint. It
Yeah.
run like an oil-based.
Yeah.
You really
And
be careful with it running.
Yeah, you do. You have to keep checking back over, make sure you've made it even. But no, I think especially the gloss. With you saying it works like an oil based, especially the gloss, because the gloss has with an oil base, it has that like sheen / texture, doesn't it? I
Yep.
don't know how to explain it, but it's got like. How do you explain that? It's like
Stuck for a word.
like the sheen, like the way it looks afterwards and the way it feels. Aquaguard gives the same as oil.
Yep.
Do you know what I mean? Like, I can't explain what I'm trying to say, but basically, I agree, Sean.
Do you alter it any? Do you like? So I like heating my tins up. Like, no, I don't microwave my tin of paint, but I leave it in. I leave it like I think in the summer months it goes on so much easier.
Yeah, it does.
Like if you leave it sitting in sunlight, for example, like inside the tin. I mean,
Yeah.
or in the winter months, I maybe fill the sink up with hot water and put the can of paint in it.
Yeah.
And leave it sitting in it, so it gets, because I think, see when you put it,
because when it's in the cold, it thickens, doesn't it? And you can't
it's fucking nightmare to use.
Yeah.
Also, I use Smith and Rogers Flow and Bond.
I've got I got a thingy of that in the van.
Oh, it's fucking amazing.
Good stuff in it.
Smith and Rogers phone.
I first got a
Uh,
tester at the Scottish P&D
Yep.
show. I can't remember when that was, but that's when I
March.
first got a tester, and that was the first product I got to use, and then I went on to the Rock Top. But that Flow and Bond is fucking boss. I love it, mate.
So I actually just add a wee splash in, maybe a tiny wee bit of water in with my Aquaguard, just to
Yeah.
like loosen it up, and it makes
Well,
it float so much
I was
better.
going to
Like,
say that to you when you was on about heating it up. I was going to say I actually add a bit of water to it because I never used to, and then someone someone in the WhatsApp group, but before the WhatsApp group, said they had a bit of water to it, and I thought, oh, I didn't know. Like with Aquaguard, because obviously, like you say, in the summer months, it's quite thin in it, Aquaguard. Obviously in the winter months, and as it's getting into the winter months, obviously it's not as thin, but yeah, they were like, oh, I had a bit of water to it, and then ever since I've gone fucking bit of water.
it's a must in it.
Yeah.
And so the reason why I decided to do Aquaguard versus Scuff-X this week, because I've been trying a new product this week, and in my opinion, we've got a new kid on the block. Like,
Oh, go on.
Kappa Flow satin from Caparol. You got a free tin
Yeah.
at the Coventry show.
I'm still yet to use it.
Fucking brilliant.
Is it? What would your top 3 be out of the Scuff-X?
Well,
Aquaguard,
I've only used a litre of the Kappa Flow so far. I done that room this week it's on my personal fucking TikTok page if you want to look at the woodwork on it.
Sean Little D&D.
Undercoated the.
I thought you were saying underscore something.
Sorry, the woodwork was gloss. I took my dustless sander in it and I put on uni primer.
All right,
And I used the Kappa
the
Flow
Dulux
satin.
that one, the uni primer.
I quite like it. It gets mixed
I've heard
reviews.
some people saying it's shit compared to like the.
I've heard that too. I haven't had any problems with it. I've scratch tested it and everything, but no, I found it quite good. And then I thought, right, this is ideal opportunity to try this new satin out. So because I only needed a litre, I had 2 double doors into the room, facing 3 windowsills and the skirtings. So a litre, I needed a litre, like, and I was very, very impressed.
Do you know what? I've got a Holsters and Landing next week to do, so that's what I'm going to use.
Very impressed.
What is your go-to, by the way? Gloss or satin?
Satin.
I always go for satin myself. Like,
I think gloss it shows up too much shit.
Shit, yeah, innit?
And it's a thing of the past, really, isn't it? Like I'll still gloss front doors or gloss. I'll do what the customer wants.
I'll obviously the customer wants gloss, they'll get gloss, but again, like what you've just said, I prefer satin myself. Like, and did you know? Although I always still undercoat, satin is actually self-undercoating.
You can double coat with satin, yeah.
But I still undercoat anyway.
I actually think with the uni primer, I actually think the uni primer dries fast. So that's another reason why I like using it, because I feel like uni primer gets off that fast. If you get round the room and
by the time you've finished it,
by the time you're finished and you hear a lunch break or something, everything's ready to satin again. Everything's ready to
I've not actually tried the uni primer yet either.
I'm actually gonna I've contacted Caparol with my wee kid. I'm gonna take their half primer because I hear good things about it and I haven't used much yet, so I want a proper tin of it to test.
Yeah.
I've asked them for 5 litres.
I'm going to get some half primer because my supplier has just
started stocking Caparol.
It, like all the Caparol stuff. So I helped get them to stock it. It was at the Bolton show, actually.
Right.
So yeah. And
Bolton show, the trade decorator.
The trade decorator Bolton show, actually, yeah.
Yep.
But yeah, so basically, I've never tried it, but I've seen everyone rave on about it, and I thought it's got to be good. Obviously, I've still not used it yet, But yeah, I'm going to get some half primer next week, and I'm going to use that tester.
Aye.
'Cause
I think
I've
you'll
only-
be impressed.
There's not a lot of woodwork that I'll need it for, so that tester will be perfect.
So that'll be interesting because then if we get Baz's opinion on it next week, then we'll be able to kind of
Yeah,
between
do
the
a
two of
little.
us formulate
Yeah.
some kind of opinion because
Yeah, definitely.
I've actually got a tin of the matte to use as well. It's in white, but I don't paint a lot of matte woodwork, so
I don't.
I don't know what I'll use it on. I might use it in something in my own
Do you know
house.
what? I've probably done it about 10 times in my career, matte
And this
woodwork.
and this week was one of them.
And this week was one of them, yeah.
Aye,
Doesn't come around often, does it really?
no,
It's
no,
not
very
like
rarely
it
get it.
looks nice, but to me, I don't feel like it's durable enough. Matte
Well, in
woodwork.
my dad said that when I bought this house, I stripped carpets, everything out of it. I got loads of work done to it,
Yeah.
and I actually got a tin of satin at the time. Matte and satin were kind of popular, right? And this was back when greys, everybody's putting greys in their house. So I got a tin of satin, and I got a tin of undercoat,
Yeah.
like just oil based both, right? And obviously water-based paint wasn't as good as what it is now when I bought this house. And I got the two tins and I just mixed them both together to make, because I wanted like a satin finish, but I didn't want it to be too shiny. I wanted like hard wearing. And my
Yeah.
dad argued saying, your fucking oil-based paint will be yellow before you get the carpets in the house. And obviously I've redecorated a lot of my house now, but I swear to God, see some of the doors in my house are still as white as the day they were painted.
Yeah, yeah.
It's
Absolutely.
never thing about it because I like the kind of I like to call it a semi satin finish, like a in
Yeah.
between matte and satin, so it's
Yeah,
not
yeah.
really shiny. So
It's got the flat look to it, but not the sheen of a satin like.
because I wanted the house to look like nice before when I obviously moved in, so I wanted
Yeah.
it.
See, I wish I had done that, but I just fucking literally got the keys, started moving everything in, and I think we slept on like the mattresses on the floor.
I
Didn't
took
even bring the actual bed. We just
I
brought the
worked
mattresses and fucking slept
I
on the
worked
floor.
for that company and I took 14 days off the work. Like I took 2 weeks holiday, obviously, and on the day that I came home, I got my mate that's a joiner to come and help me take the chimney breast down that was in the living room.
Yeah.
So we got rid of that. I strapped that wall forward and plasterboarded it and taped and filled it. The plumbers were in, they changed the boiler, and every radiator in the house was changed, all the floors were lifted, and then all the floors were put back down, and I think I had about 6 days to paint this house from top to bottom.
Yeah.
I did it and I think the day that I went back to work, I think I was working at 11 o'clock at night to get beds built and
Yeah.
stuff like that moved, and we got in but it was like literally like 2 weeks on my holiday. Like I had 2 week holiday that I'd
Yeah.
used up at work, and I stayed here just working constantly for 2 solid weeks. Like it was worth it in the end, obviously, but
Yeah,
it's
innit,
fucking
yeah,
a
but
nightmare when you don't have any holidays that year.
yeah, it's a killer that, innit?
And it,
That's one thing I miss about being like employed, because even though the company I worked for, you were self-employed, you still got holidays and you
but
still
even
paid.
still,
Do you know what I mean?
you can just put money by and book your own holidays. Like this week, I just decided, I'm taking Tuesday off and just away to Glasgow Christmas shopping. You can't do that if you work for a company.
No,
You know what I mean?
definitely not.
Right, so
It's got its pros and cons being self-employed.
what's coming up in the next couple of weeks then, Baz? What to let
For the next
everybody
couple
know?
of weeks, I think there's only 1 week, really, isn't there?
Well, we've 1 week and we've got a special.
Yeah. So, next week should, fingers crossed, third time lucky, should be James from Dragonfly Decorating. Should be James from Dragonfly Decorating, and then we're going to do a Christmas special, which will be going out Christmas Eve.
We'll hear a
Don't want to put it
special
out
guest.
Christmas Day.
I think we'll hear a special guest on with us on the Christmas Eve
Do you want to
special
announce
day.
a special guest?
We'll know yet because it's no
That's what I'm
confirmed.
thinking. That's why I didn't
Aye.
say anything.
No,
But
we'll know confirm. Well, we confirmed it's a him.
yeah. Right. Who could it be? Guesses in the
There's only-
comments.
There's only there's only 3.5 billion men in the world.
No, I think I don't think this person will let us down for the Christmas special. Are we doing what we said?
Think so.
I hope
Well,
so. That would be funny.
we'll keep it a surprise. We'll
Yeah,
maybe
yeah.
do some wee extra games or Christmas themed games
Yeah,
or something.
we'll try. We'll think of some little activities and shit to do.
As well as your standard interview, maybe slightly longer episode or whatever as well. So
Well, tell you what would you prefer? Leave it, not you. Leave it in the comments, the viewers.
yeah,
Would you prefer a longer episode with like activities and games and whatever, as well as the interview side of it, or would you want it an hour to an hour and a half? Let them decide. It's their Christmas
Yeah.
special.
right.
This has been Baz and Sean from the
And this episode,
Decorators Den.
no, you're not starting. We're no hey new singing. We've got a jingle, thankfully.
We've got a
That was
jingle.
the first idea for the jingle, Buzz, and me
I'll tell
singing
you what
the
we're going to
jingle.
do. We're going to put it at the beginning, the middle, and the end.
Right, just the whole show. This episode's powered by Trade Decorator.
And also
Um,
sponsored by Nap and Bristle Decorating
And by the
Supplies.
way, before we forgot to mention at the start, because the start we're on about that song and this thing, that we actually clicked the 200th subscriber this
Oh,
week.
we did. We're on
So
204.
we're on the countdown. We did 8 new subscribers.
96
last
people left. Hang on, let me just see if it's gone up while we've been recording, because
So a while
I've
last-
got I've got a YouTube notification. So
So while we're on the final 100 countdown to giving away the goodie box, so hopefully at sometime in the new year probably we'll get that 300th subscriber and be able to give away the
also
Nap
as
and
well,
Bristle goodie box.
I've been looking at like analytics and stuff. There's people there that watch regularly, but they're not subscribed. So if you're watching regularly, subscribe.
I just hit it's free,
Sure.
by the way, it's free of charge.
It's free. We're not going to charge you. The podcast
Yep.
will always be free. Unless we become millionaires and we're not doing that for free anymore. But no, it's been a pleasure having you on.
Yep.
It's been a pleasure talking to you, is what I was meant to say. And we shall see you next week.
Hopefully with a guest.
There'll be a guest, regardless. We'll make sure there's someone. The end.
Normally you say, I've been Baz, that's been Sean.
I didn't know whether to do it or not because you don't like it, do you?
And you didn't know, then I've set you up for it.
Right, you set me up for it. I've been Baz, that's been Sean, we've been the Decorators Den. Good night, good day, and good afternoon.
Bye-bye.